Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy, I shouldn't say that. Today's, uh, today's, I can't remember it. Let me go look. Uh, um, this one, what's going here? No, not, it's national, it's something about missing kids. I have it, I can't say it. Let me see. I'm not going to talk about Bay and how she's definitely not happy. It's Missing Children's Day, so as y'all know, let me do the okay. So Sebastian and Cody had a good night, good day. I'm saying, then we got tea at Texas Clubhouse, and then he went home and Sebastian played games with his mom. Okay, maybe not. I don't know that right. I'm not gonna be like ready. But she's trying to go bed. He saw lovely mama, lovely puppies. She had a thought. She told Sebastian, not girl, not girl. Then she went to bed. So mm, when she got up, Sebastian was gone. Okay? Uh, the coverage on this boy. I think I tried to. I had to. I'm sorry, Chris. I had to. And I know Chris Puppet peace, but mm, I was going to show you a list of missing people. Like, Isaac Fox has some great posts. Let me, let me see my history. There's a lot of missing people. But I'm going to show you people are doing fundraisers for this. And I will. Okay. I'm going to start this. I'm very tired today. I'm trying to make you sleep. Let me try to do one more thing. Damn, I'm good. Okay, other facts have a lot of missing people. So let me show you that real fast. Because these are the people that I'm not, you people. Oh, damn, he's good. Okay, let's go. Cause my heart breaks for these people. Not for people like not nasty of people for Betty Blue. She does not advocate. She hates. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. She's pretty. Michaela, all these people are missing. She's a beautiful child. It's a shame. You know what? All these cases, let's just think about it. They're from different. That's good. Oh my god. All these cases, you are not surface. No, I'm talking to yourself. You don't, do not surface. You're not like Chef, right? He doesn't want to talk about anything real much Sebastian. He loves to brain train clips. And we have people like, no, I'm not. Let me go. That's good. 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 Chef is being so original. All these children and people have been missing. I know that Tennessee is looking for Sebastian, but how about you not being so goddamn selfish? Let other people have a chance. It's not just you. Listen to this crap. I'm sorry, but no. Let's put this up. The audacity of this person.
Out there today advocating for their missing person. So Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers has been missing from his home since, in my opinion, February 25th. That's the last third-party site really tried to analyze this case from all different.
No, you're not. You put in a lot of stuff.
One of the, I think, problems I have with Sumner County is this They blame everybody else, and it has to be proven everything else is not real before they'll actually focus on the most obvious situation, in my opinion.
What is the most obvious?
And I truly believe that they believe Chris and Katie. I think that whose stuff got taken, but I do know that we were talking.
Newsflash, buddy. This is nobody's fault, okay? I know you think otherwise, but you know what? It doesn't matter what you think. It does not matter. You're a liar. All you do is hurt people. How dare you sit there? I'm not ever, not in this constant motion.
Talking heavily on the fact that Seth's electronics never returned to him, while Chris and Katie were bragging about having their stuff returned to them right away. One of the, I think, problems I have with Sumner County.
You don't care.
Well, even though they denied it, and somebody even called there, and their response was the sheriff is not friends with the Proudfoots. That didn't answer the question, or something to that effect. I can't remember exactly what it was or who.
This is the problem. All these people who don't advocate, who didn't stay advocate for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, that's not help.
Ultimately failed Sebastian, which ultimately is failing his case. And these are all flat, right? And now you see why you don't select the option. You know? Got to remember, the parachutes, they have an option too, right? Pull the cord if you don't want to go swoosh. You don't have to pull the cord. Standard for missing. Honest. You can choose to go splat, right? Honest. That's an option, and they quite frankly, that's exactly what happened to Sumner County. They went splat, right on their face.
I'm talking about John Easton. Let's not forget, you don't help people, okay? Not curse. You don't help cases. You live public. I think it should be made a national law. You cannot go out and protest at the victims or the parents of victims missing, dead, or alive people. I think it should be, no one should be protesting outside of a neighborhood because it costs so much damage to the other people.
Right in front of the public. If you guys go back to some of my earlier videos of this case, I already identified this lack of communication with what I said out of my mouth. If you want to fact check me, go pull your day-to-day cases. It's critical. I remember saying these things. I can't remember when I said. I remember when it was.
Christian case has 10 fucking times. How many Seth has done? How many cops? I wonder how come they haven't looked at Seth. Because he's the other permit and he says as hell. Let's clean Christian's clean. But Seth has the abuse allegations. Seth runs and cries.
It was very, very early on when I got, because one of the things I do is analyze.
No, you don't.
It's like they poo-pooed on Sebastian.
No, you don't.
And you know what? They're all about this. Is rooted. This is intention. This is rooted. I'm sorry, it's rooted. This is how we've done things. how we've always done things. That's how we're going to continue to do things type of thing.
Look at Paige. She thinks she's smarter than a cop. No, honey, you're not. No.
That's the kind of nonsense you got. Well, they don't read the law clearly. Maybe if they read the law, they might be able to put the right type of criminals behind bars instead of the innocent ones. I'm just saying.
Not an innocent one, baby. You have 4 over us on you. So stop it. Stop this nonsense.
Wasn't the only innocent person arrested there. Look at all those.
Oh, poor baby. It's making it about you. It's not about you, baby. It's about the kids, not about you.
DUI people that have been arrested in Sumner. See for the chair with some scruples on their head and not in and out all day to day.
What is that thing that you care about?
From state to state across this country, and he's looking at his own son's. Heck of a lot more than only 8 days in 15 months.
Sorry.
Definitely a lot more. But, I mean, what do I know? Like I said, I understand Seth's pain. I understand why he's angry and why he focused. If you noticed, he focused on searches. And I think the reason why he focused on searches is because he's looking at all these other truths.
Nobody wants to search for... Sorry, Chris. Nobody else wants to search for Seth. It's because you get super happy. You tend to show everybody that A, talks about your son, B, anything that has to do with you, nasty behavior, okay? You seem to get trigger happy. You got 25 lawsuits, 30 speeding, 26 now. You said, I'm going to just shut your mouth because you already owe them a ton of money. No, you don't. No.
You may not have paid attention to true crime. Looking around in his case and just hearing crickets.
Because his case is, I'm sorry to say it, but it's been exploited by you and everyone else on YouTube. And people are still happy right now. Sorry, just saying.
He's seeing press conferences in these other cases. And he's hearing crickets in his case.
Oh,
he's watching all these other criminal cases of missing children and how those cases are being handled from state to state across this country. And he's looking at his own son's case and hearing crickets. That has got to change. So my call to action is, what are your suggestions on how to advocate for Sebastian while kickstarting and getting law enforcement in gear to search for this boy that cannot be found without their expertise? I'm very interested on that. I mean, you guys can post your recommendations in here, but you guys know how hard it is for me to catch all these comments. So I'm also going to ask you, if you have something that you really think is going to be impactful, send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. I thought it was highly suspicious the moment I listened to CP saying it was a case to be studied for years. I know, that was so creepy. I still remember, because that was after we were already involved in it and they were going and bouncing. I remember hearing that, and I remember thinking, God, that gives me chills up my back. I remember that, and I remember it It made its those statements, a lot of his statements. We need to go back and get some of those statements. This case, those people, man, they're just trash. They're just trash. Their family's trash. They hang out with trash. You know, looking into this case 15 months later.
No, honey. Let me tell you not stress. Let me tell you not stress like that. You're a pathetic, lonely person. She's angry because she can't control anyone. Too lazy to get a job, right? Egypt's not the place for you to be on Egypt. If you're not girl stuck in harass and define the family, like you have it in the conduct suit, you make up lies, give up false information. Kate and Chris are innocent. You're the child. Try talking about self. Try to see if self did it.
To be honest with you, I'm surprised.
Say it, bitch.
Now that I know who Katie is, her lifestyle.
You don't. No. No, you do not get to trust Katie.
Or who she is mentally, psychologically. I'm surprised that Sebastian lasted this long. Honestly, the lady's a mess. The lady's truly a freaking mess.
You're not having 45 arrests, 4 POs, and yes, you have defamation story, you have deaths as well, you have harassed as well, slapping people in person, not to his campsite, not to his home, not to his job. That's harassment, bitch. Then you try to contact him on Facebook? Really? Let me go into your personal life. Your abuse of your husband, abuse of your own money, put hands on her. She can be your ass. But you still have no accountability, no taking accountability, right? You still have that, no, I'm not doing this bullshit on your fucking shit. You stop being a coward like you are. You know advocate, you know journalists. Journalists have morals and priorities and actions. Now I see you, there's a mindset. You're right, you're the right class. You might should be really embarrassed of you. You fucking moron.
I'd say Sebastian is wherever his parents got on that flight or any type of camera footage of them on their trip to see if he's there. They should have had
No foul play. The cops also came out. None of the parents have anything to do with it.
some type of targeted searches. That's all I'm saying. At this point, if the parents are even say Mississippi,
Let's go back and continue nasty
why
ass.
he's angry. Searches is because he's looking at all from one case to another case to another. Yep. I don't know. I don't know. If we just got rid of all the greedy and that's in the very liberal searches they did for in 15 months. And he's seeing how all these cases go from one case to another case to another.
Let me remind you, You don't know cops. Law and cops are two different things. You carry out law. You cops carry whatever it says to do. It's police. Police to carry out the laws. Lawyers and assistants supposed to be interpret laws, but Betty doesn't have any common sense. You don't know that she doesn't live in fucking rule.
Another case to another case. While kickstarting found without CP saying it was a case to be studied for years. I know that was so creepy. I still remember because that was after we were already involved in it and they were going and bouncing. I remember hearing that and I remember thinking, God, that gives me chills up my back. That gives me chills up my back. I remember that and I remember it.
Because she can be fine, dumbass.
Made its, those statements. A lot of his statements. Family's trash. They hang out with trash.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Chills up my back.
Go ahead.
I remember hearing that, and I remember thinking, God, that gives me chills up my back. That gives me chills up my back. I remember that, and I remember it. It made its, those statements. A lot of his statements. We need to go back and get some of those statements. This case, those people, man, they're just trash. They're just trash. Their family's trash. They hang out with trash. Looking into this case 15 months later, to be honest with you, I'm surprised now that I know who Katie is, her lifestyle, who she is.
Because of AI, Gabriel, AI likes to feed into your narrative. AI told me that you are batshit crazy.
As mentally, psychologically, I'm surprised.
You don't know like that. I'm sorry you don't. You never met this person. Just because you taught a couple of things into AI doesn't make you the goddamn expert. You're no expert. You're no advocate, no journalist. Because journalists, real ones, just speak the facts. Don't speak on the premise. But you, Mother, and that's it. I'm sorry, it's rude. God, that fucking bed.
Surprised that Sebastian lasted this long.
Shut the fuck up.
Honest.
She got into the Navy. Okay? She got help. And she got help for Sebastian. She loves Sebastian. Don't she ever sit there and say she didn't love him. You're the one that story. You're the one that can't have babies. I don't know why, because you might strangle the baby. Just saying, because you have a history of it.
The lady's a mess.
No, ma'am.
The lady's a...
She's not a mess, but she got her shit together, had a baby, got a divorce from her ex-husband. No. You are the mess.
Truly a freaking mess.
No, you are.
I'd say Sebastian is wherever his parents. How long did it take them to send a unit out there to check his camper?
No,
it was analyze the case. That basically talks about the good stuff.
You can't analyze the case because you two got down bias. Look at this sea hack right here. Let's go, Smiley.
Everywhere you go, you can hear the laughter.
Boo, okay. And Arnie Rose, good to see you. So much is going on. And today is National Missing Children's Day, May 25th. And I put up a couple of videos. I just want to encourage everybody to put out the missing children's faces, even cold cases, because we never know who's going to see them, who's going to come look, especially now. I noticed even in Canada, did some for us to. I can't even get my eyebrows on. What you talking anywhere in the world? I love y'all so much. Whoop. Hello, Molly Cat. Hello, Miss Grace. Thank you. And all the things, because all missing children deserve to be found. They deserve a life, and they deserve grace and dignity. That was always my thing. But it is National Missing Children's Day, and it's observed every year on May 25th in the United States.
Wow.
It honors missing children, and it raises awareness about child abduction and disappearance. And it encourages the community to get involved in finding missing children and help prevent abductions. Lord, I don't know if we'll ever prevent abductions or not, but I sure hope one day they can come up with something to prevent it, because it's just sick, and it's horrible. And anybody who would hurt a child, I don't understand it. And so this day, back May 25th, 1979, the rescue of 6-year-old Ethan Patz in New York City was a landmark case. And that sparked nationwide attention to missing children all around the world. And I don't know if y'all know that or not, but many families and law enforcement use this day and organize this to highlight all of these very cases. Just like Sebastian, to share information and push for action. Hey, Ginger. And information, needs to get out and do just what it's intended for and push for action. And today's National Missing Children's Day, I, on my channel, would like to take a few minutes of silence to honor Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, Summer Wells, Michael stories. And sometimes that's impossible. But today, if in 1983, after Ethan Patz disappeared in 79, Ronald Reagan brought this, and made significant changes. And now I know Seth Rogers is working on Sebastian's Law as well. So hopefully we will see more changes. We'll see more changes in the law. And that's going to be a thing, to be honest. Just, that's just unreal. And honestly, I would like, I know I'm getting deep here, but I would like to take out all the ones that they think run away. Not that they're not important. I'm not saying that at all, because, I had that in my family. Not at all. I would like to remove those, because I would like to compare the abductions and see how many abductions or foul play is in those categories. A serial unaliver, you're not taking it with you, period. I thought I was going to die too. She was like my own. And we can be that voice for Sebastian and all these kids that don't have a voice right now. And we
Like, should I go?
You're up there somewhere. But yes, absolutely. Prayers for Seth and prayers for, everybody. But we can all be a voice. We can be a voice for Sebastian.
How the poet's Molly like him, but his parents are his voice, not us. His parents. This missing case is not yours, not nobody's except for Kate, Chris, and Seth. Sorry, Seth, if you don't like that, go get a life.
We can help, and there's things we can do. We can put these flyers up, and we can always do something. There is room for everybody to do something, and we can. Your voice, like when we're talking about Sebastian or whatever, and I use my voice, I magnify Sebastian's voice.
It's not a voice for him. Believe and trust that.
You understand? He can't speak for himself, but we can speak for him.
No, you can't.
We can speak for him.
Good.
Don't forget.
You can't, because you're not his parent, Molly. Get that straight. Because you never, Sebastian loved his mother. Have some goddamn respect.
Every year, thousands of children go missing. Thousands. That's way too many. That is way too many. And it needs to stop. One is too many. One is too many.
What in the hell is that?
We should have never in this lifetime have to worry about our children going missing. We should never have to worry about that. Nobody should be scared about our children going missing or disappearing. Some are running away and some are just gone. And that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. But I can tell you right now, Sebastian did not run away.
Yes, he did.
He didn't run away.
Yes,
and we
did.
Can't stay silent. We can't stay silent. It's wrong. And we can't allow anyone to silence us.
What the fuck, Smiley? Are you okay, Miss Ma'am? What the hell? Naga. You can't run Naga. No.
Being a voice for the voiceless means saying their name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Some of these parents, and we know who they are.
Go ahead.
Some of these parents cannot even speak their child's names. Why is that?
Because you're missing them. It's much to talk. How much wrong? You said the dumbass.
Safety. And the most important thing is don't look away. Don't look away and don't forget. Even small actions can be a big hope,
But
and today
I
stand. And tomorrow I stand. And every day I stand. And I stand for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And I stand for every child who hasn't made it home. And I ask you to stand with me. If you know something, please say something. Please say something. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is still missing from his Hendersonville home. He's 5'5", 120 pounds. He wears glasses. He's autistic. He needs our help. Please call 1-800-TBI-FIND, 615-451-3838. call 1-833-TELL-DOG. Please call any of the FBI agents if you need to. If you think you see him, take a picture, call out his name, and, turn it in. If I could tell you right now, if I thought I saw Sebastian and 2 days later,
look at this. I'm trying to get some information and post it.
Everywhere you go, you can hear the laughter.
My Lord, just great.
Little kids playing, chasing after.
Sorry. Look at these missing kids. Sorry. Good. These are all Tennessee missing kids. I think it's kids. I wonder what is something. It's just a damn shame. I don't see Sylvester on this. I wonder why. No. No. That's Sebastian. But it doesn't say. My God. She's a baby. Oh my God, that's mean. But it's not. It's 15 days old. But oh my God. It's so sad. Um. Well, that's it for today. I talk to you later. Bye.